Good morning, YouTube. Let's pack some beers today. I have about 24 beers here in each case, going to the same buyer. I live in the Northeast. He lives in the Midwest. We're going to ship these to him today. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm going to split these two cases into two different shipments. And the reason I do that is it weighs less and there's less chance of it to get broken in transit. So what we'll do is we'll ship one case at a time. I'll focus on 24 beers and pack it and ship it and show you guys the process. Got some Treehouse, Trillium, other half, vitamin C, got some Equilibrium, we got the C4 collabs here, got some sours, got some burleys, got a little bit of everything. All right, so we'll focus on this one, we'll put this one off to the side and we'll pack that one up later. So we're going to ship this case. What I like to do is I like to keep the 4-pack carriers on the cans and intact. It keeps them tight together and it keeps them from moving around during the trip. I figure the trip is about 1,200 miles or so. It's going to take 3 days. So it's going to get banged around quite a bit. Every can is about $5, so you figure you have about $120 here in cans, plus the shipping cost too. So you want to take as much precaution as possible when you're shipping. Again, the reason I split it into two cases is I wouldn't feel comfortable sending a 50-pound shipment through FedEx, which is the shipper that I use for larger shipments. I feel better if they were 26, 28 pounds a piece, and then just split it into two shipments. It is a little bit more expensive that way, but look at it as an insurance policy. You definitely don't want to lose two cases of beer and a nice stout. So anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. So what I'll do is I'll keep them in the 24-pack case here. I'll keep them just like that. I'll keep the 4-pack tops on. I'll put a little piece of cardboard here. A little piece of bubble wrap, just like that. I'll take another 24-pack holder, flip it upside down right on the top there, just like that. So you have a nice tight box with a tight seal there, all right? Next, we're gonna tape everything around. Tape it once all the way around on one side. Go once all the way around on another side. Ran out of tape there. Then we'll do one shot right down the middle. Whoa. All right, so we taped it around 3 different times. I hit it one more time around the edge. So basically, what we have now is a sealed box. That's the idea there. There's no movement inside. The cans aren't moving around. Next, what I do is I get a large bubble. I got this bubble wrap from Home Depot. Just like that. Right in the center. This is 4 sheets right here. 4 sheets, large bubble. It's like you're wrapping a Christmas present, birthday present, what have you. All right, so we got one piece Another piece of tape there. the sides. All right, just like that. Just like that. Same thing on the other side. Okay, so here we are so far. So we got bubble wrap on top, bubble wrap on the sides. Put this guy off to the side there. I have a 12 by 12 by 24 box here. All right, I get the boxes from Uline. If you can see that there. 12, 12, 24. They're about $1.50 a piece, which doesn't seem very expensive, but it's a 25 box minimum order, all right? And then shipping charges as well are not cheap on 25 boxes that are broken down, so just keep all that in mind. I pass on the cost of the boxes to the buyer. So I charge each buyer $3 per box, and packing supplies, so on and so forth. You know, bubble wrap is pretty expensive. The void fill is expensive. You know, packing tape, we use a lot of packing tape so far, so you'll just want to keep all that stuff in mind. If you're trading and you want to build a lasting trading relationship, you just use a lot of packing material and just try and use newer stuff too. Just looks a little bit better when the receiver's unpacking everything. Just looks a little more professional. All right, so I have some void fill on the bottom of this box. I went ahead and set that up earlier. What that is, it's basically just packing paper. I got it from U-Haul. I think it was less than 10 bucks. I think there's 500 sheets here, so they just pop right out. It has the same consistency as newspaper, and then you just crumble it up, put it on the bottom here. That's it. So I got about 5 pieces on the bottom. I have this envelope from Amazon. Instead of throwing away, I could just use it as an extra layer of protection there. So you have the paper on the bottom of the box, about a couple inches of paper. I have my padded envelope. I'll go ahead and put our bubble wrapped case here. Looks like our bubble wrap came undone a little bit over here. Just fix that up. All right, so we'll drop in our bubble wrapped case of beer, just like that. Real nice fit. So you want to put void fill on both sides and then void fill on the top, and I'll show you what I use as void fill. If you have any of these, I think they're called sealed air. Those are great to fill the void there. Put one on each side. You can use packing paper as well. If you have anything like this that you got from electronics or appliances, I like to use that too. Fits perfect right in there. And then once I run out, I'll use packing paper on the rest. And then I also like to, the 24 pack cardboard fits perfectly on the top there. So I'll go ahead and fill up the rest of that. All right, so we got that so far. There's a little room on each side if you want to drop in a little bit of cardboard. You can drop in a little cardboard for extra protection on both sides there. If you want to, protect it against dents, so on. All right, so then we're gonna seal everything up. So we have our case of beer, we have an empty case, we have void fill on the top, on the sides. We're going to use this box on the top here for the top protection, and then we're going to go ahead and seal everything up. Some people use nuts, bolts, pennies, pasta, anything that makes noise, you know, as a deterrent against shipping liquids. Shipping liquids isn't, you know, it's not against any policy. You can ship liquids with any shipper. So I don't even bother putting anything in. You know, some people like it, some people don't. So whatever. It is what it is. So we'll go ahead and seal this guy up here. So we have clear packing tape. Go a couple times across. All right, back to front. Okay, so that looks really good. And then I also like to use strapping tape. A roll of strapping tape is about $5. I know it's expensive, but it's worth it. Throw a chunk of strapping tape right on top of it there. There you go. 24 beers. Figure it's going to go about 1,200 miles. I pre-taped it on the bottom as well. Again, the box is 12 by 12 by 24. Gonna send her FedEx. Where's my labels at here? Send this guy FedEx. If you have any questions, comments, please feel free. If you want to see more shipping videos on how I ship USPS, UPS, lesser amounts, flat rate boxes, just comment below. All right. Thanks for watching, everybody. Cheers.